Hi everyone, Seamaster here with a review of the new Kruger L-21 Wolf. The Wolf is the first Kruger ship that is not a snub fighter. It's a light fighter that functions more like an interceptor. The sleek design and built-in weapons make it an interesting ship for those that like unique designs. It combines the old 1960s sleek designs with a Star Wars Naboo fighter appearance. The Wolf is 10.5 meters wide, 21.5 meters long, and 4.2 meters high. For being a light fighter, it's fairly larger than the Anvil Arrow, and about the size of the Aegis Gladius. It has only one seat for a single pilot and is a single crew ship. The seat is further back on the ship than many other fighters, so the nose of the ship can cover up some of your view below the ship. The views to the sides and above are great, although the view behind is totally blocked. There are two MFDs within eye level on the dashboard. CIG did a nice job making these MFDs look unique and with a very Kruger style. You enter the cockpit from behind the port side wing, and then you climb up into the cockpit from there. There is external gear stowage, a 450K micro SCU located on the rear of the starboard wing. There is also a gun rack on the rear port side of the ship for large and medium weapons. This is pretty decent pilot stowage for a light fighter. The Wolf has two size 1 shields, civilian grade B. That's more shielding than other light fighters get, such as the Arrow or Buccaneer. These shields can be changed or upgraded if you need tougher shields like military or industrial shields, or if you want to be sneakier, get stealth shields, or quicker responding shields like the competition ones. It has the same armor and health as other light fighters though, so once the shields drop you have to watch yourself, especially since the ship is a bit of a larger target than smaller fighters. There is a size 1 power plant, civilian grade C, which seems to be good enough considering the ship doesn't use any laser weapons. There are 2 coolers, civilian grade D, which is about average for light fighters. You could get slightly higher level coolers if your ship heats up too much, or to reduce your heat signature. There is a size 1 quantum drive, competition grade B, which is pretty decent for a small fighter. This quantum drive is not as long-ranging as other size 1 drives, nor as fast traveling, but it will activate faster, so it's good if you need to get out of trouble fast, at the cost of using up more quantum fuel. There is a hydrogen fuel storage of 9 SCU and quantum fuel for 0.9 SCU. It has more hydrogen fuel than most light fighters, but less quantum fuel, so while it can maneuver longer, it's not designed for long quantum travel. The Wolf has an SCM speed of 230 meters a second and a nav speed of 1,225 meters a second. It's faster than other light fighters like an Arrow or Gladius, but not quite as fast as an interceptor. There are 4 main engines on the Wolf, behind each wing, and then a larger engine at the rear of the ship. The ship has no obvious VTOL engines, just thrusters. The Wolf is almost as maneuverable as an Anvil Arrow and more maneuverable than a Buccaneer or Gladius. It also has less mass than most fighters or interceptors, although with the speed it travels it can take a little while to catch up when turning. The other problem is when the landing gear is up, a large fin opens up under the ship, and this fin can hit the ground or other items when you're flying around, so be careful. For weaponry, the Wolf has 2 custom ballistic Gatling guns, size 4. The guns have 4,200 bullets each before they run out, so that's a lot of ammo, but it will run out eventually. These guns have a higher DPS than size 3 guns that you get on the Anvil Arrow, but do less damage than the full size 4 guns and other ballistic Gatlings like the Revenant. You get more ammo than those size 4 guns though, so it sort of balances out. The guns hide into the root of the wings when not in use, giving it a more streamlined appearance out of combat. You cannot change the guns out, so you can't put laser weapons or ballistic cannons even. That does limit the ship's targets that it's optimized for. It's not designed for fighting large vehicles with heavy shields or heavy armor. It's more for overwhelming smaller ships with thousands of rounds of ballistic bullets that go through light shields and chop up light armor. There are also 2 custom missile launchers with 4 size 1 missiles each. You also cannot change out these missile launchers, but these missiles do a decent job damaging other fighters from what I've seen. The L-21 Wolf runs for $100 on the website in time-limited sales. That's a little pricey for a light fighter, but cheaper than interceptors. It is not available for purchase or rent in-game yet, but probably will be in a future patch. The Wolf has a default silver skin with red and blue in the rear of the ship. There are other paints you can get, such as the shiny red Rosso paint, the white camouflage Frost camo paint, the forest camouflage Sylvan camo paint, the blue, red, and yellow heatsink paint, and then finally the black and bronze Rift Walker paint, which is only available for concierge members. The L-21 Wolf is a light fighter that can be useful for players in other roles. It's a maneuverable and stylish ship, great for combat and transporting the main player. It has the speed and maneuverability to match most light fighters, and the guns are powerful. Primarily, the Wolf is designed to take down other fighters in short-range engagements. It's great at taking down light or medium fighters in a defensive role using the big ballistic guns. Even if you miss a few shots, it's got enough ammo to take those ships down. It's perfect for defending against light raiders or dispatching enemy escort fighters. It's not quite as good against bombers or heavier ships that have heavy armor or shields, but it can certainly hurt them quite a bit. Pirates and law enforcement can also use it to clear escorting fighters for target ships or surprising targets. You can also use the Wolf for bounty hunting, primarily hunting down targets in the air or space as long as they don't go too far. It's fast enough to catch up to enemies and strong enough to take them down if they are light enough. It's maneuverable enough to dodge fire or get into tight combat zones. You can also use it for on-foot bounty hunting, as you have decent pilot stowage to put armor and guns in. You won't be able to bring people or cargo back on your ship, but you can certainly store gear and guns on the ship. Exploration also works well for the same reason as bounty hunting. It's fast, and you have plenty of pilot stowage for exploration armor, plus food and drink while you explore. You can use it for smuggling or blockade running if you can carry cargo small enough to fit in the stowage of the ship. The ship is very fast, very maneuverable, and has 2 shields, so should be able to escape out of blockades pretty well. Just don't expect to travel that far with smuggling. All of these roles are limited by the short quantum travel fuel tanks. You won't be able to travel as far as other ships, so you may be able to hitch a ride on other ships with extra small hangars like the Polaris, 890 Jump, or Idris, maybe the Carrack too. You can squeeze the Wolf on larger cargo ships like the Hercules series, and maybe the upcoming Drake Ironclad or RSI Galaxy, but not the Starlancer TAC, and it will stick out of the sides of Caterpillar cargo bays. There are also no beds or bathrooms on the Wolf, so you can't travel that far anyway. You will need to return to bases at some point. Another limitation is the ammo on the guns. They are ballistic weapons, so they will eventually run out of ammo. You'll have to return to a station or city to rearm. Finally, the price at $100 on the website is a little high for a light fighter. An Anvil Arrow is only $75, and the Gladius is $90, both cheaper than the Wolf. Now, the website price is not the same as in-universe price. It might be cheaper in-game once CIG allows us to buy it in shops, but we'll have to see. It is a little cheaper than interceptors or medium fighters, but it is something to keep in mind. Beyond those limitations, the L-21 Wolf is a very nice ship. It's fast, nimble, has decent guns, and is very aesthetically pleasing to the eye. I love the way the ship looks, especially with the engines running, and it's perfect for those that want a pretty combat ship. Some of those paints make it look even better. Alright, so that's it for the Kruger L-21 Wolf review. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. You can use my referral code if you decide to jump into Star Citizen, and you'll get 5,000 extra in-game credits. And you save even more if you get one of the starter packs that are typically on sale every month. Here's a big thank you to my current patrons. Please check out my Patreon membership to help me make more videos. All patrons and members will have their names listed at the end of my videos and get access to my Discord channel. Patrons and members also have first pick on the next item I will cover, so feel free to sign up and let me know what you would like to see next. Okay, catch you all next time.